So this is a quick add-on to the ngrok that we were working on, and I want to show you something very interesting. In the terminal where we're running the ngrok architecture to be able to open the interface to the world, this is the URL. And I remember, if you guys remember, I told you to go to this web interface. So if you haven't, just copy this and paste it inside of one of your web browser. And I do have it open here. And what does it show? It shows the request that I made from the terminal using the ngrok URL into the LM Studio. So as you can see, we have one request that's a post to the chat completion. The 200 OK, when it's 200, it means that it went through and everything went fine. So the summary, this is the network call. So this is the initial call, and this is the response, basically what came back. And as you can see, it has the content here, which is the chat prompt text reply. And you can go into the details. You can look at the headers that were sent. You can look at the data as raw. And you can play with it because you can actually like copy and paste this in some other softwares to be able to go through it. And let's just do one more thing. I'm going to open LM Studio again. Here we go. And I'm going to this time run a different server. Last time I ran Llama 2, so I'm going to run another one that's also a chat one. Let's say this one. But this time, the reason why I'm running this one is that I want to show you that it's a totally different large language model made by a totally different team that use different data, but it's completely compatible. So I'm starting the server on port 1234, and as you can see, it's ready to go. So I'm going to clear the logs, and now again we're going to make that call that we did earlier here. I'm going to clear, and I'm going to go up so that I can run the example 140. And check this out. If I go back to LM Studio, you'll see that it's running. As you can see, we have the reply. And let's take a look at, okay, there we go. See, as you can see, it's creating the reply. And give it a second. It's about to be done. And meanwhile, what I want to show you is that if I go to my web browser, I can see that you have the call here. So I made a second call and it's here, as you can see. This one right here. This one was the first because the upper one is always the most recent one. And as you can see, one took 4 seconds, one took 23 seconds. So different models will take different times to reply. But as you can see, I have the content here. So if I go now to my terminal, I would be able to see the reply and the prompt reply. Here we go. As you can see, perfect. All right, so you can keep playing with it. Feel free to switch, feel free to stop the server and switch to eject the model and switch to other models that you downloaded. Here I use the Zephyr one, the Llama 2, but feel free to use the Mistral one to take a look at the reply. This one is a very small one, only 600 bytes, so megabytes. Oh yeah, I have an error with this one. I need to re-download it. But feel free to play with different ones. Obviously, do not use the visions yet because those are not chat ones. They are not text-based. They are image-based. So they're not going to work with this. You need to use a different way to call the API. And we will do that at some point using the, let's say, the iOS Xcode development platform to be able to interact with the with an iPhone app that we'll be developing. All right, thank you.